Good morning, it's Brenda. How's everyone doing? I hope you had a fabulous weekend. This morning I'm going to introduce my kit that I'll be using for Liz. She's the Paper Project here on YouTube and on Facebook, Instagram, and it's called Vintage French. These are lovely. They're documents, they're just a load of beauty, and I just wanted to show you that and then show you that what I made with them and what I've been working on. So this is the first one, and we'll just get right into it because I'm really excited to show you just these beautiful, beautiful papers that she's added the snippets of flowers to and a stamp. And then the lovely flowers, like they printed beautifully as well, which I'm so happy with. I didn't cut the borders away, but as you can see, there's hardly anything that cuts away, so there's not a lot of waste on the pages, which is lovely. And there's another one. So pretty. Of course, anything with flowers and stuff is right up my alley. There you go. And there's this one. It even has the folds in it from the paper, so that's very cool. I like that. And then this one. The flowers are actually a deeper purple, but my printer, this was the best that it could do, even on print, when I printed at its best. And it still came out that way. This was a little darker than the first time I did it, so it's a bit of an improvement. But anyway, those are the sheets. So pretty. Gorgeous kit, Liz. Thank you. So I'll just set those aside and I'll show you what I've been working on. It's another tall, long journal, and I had seen the beginnings of a video from Rachel at Roxy Creations, just with the cover. So I thought, that kind of intrigues me. So this is my take on it anyway. And I've already sewn in the papers, and I've just added, well, I added a fabric. It's a doily pocket, and it's just coffee, tea stain and coffee paper with a couple of doilies in here. And with the documents. Excuse Brat, he is on a roll. Tom just went outside. You know the drill. It always happens when he goes outside. So I haven't done too much yet. I have some ideas. I was kind of playing around with it yesterday and doing a few things. Well, I sewed it in yesterday and added the doily pockets, but so and there's a doily. And this paper looks pretty funky. What do you think? Tom had cleaned the ink heads on the printer with a baby wipe, and he set the baby wipe down on a couple of my papers, and this is what it did. And I thanked him for adding the color to the paper, and he thought, I don't know, he must have thought something. I was like, no, seriously, thank you. Right? We all know what it is to have all these nice colors on our paper, but I just, yeah, I like it. I just cut a doily off and set it at the side there. And then this one I left. I mean, you could put a pocket in here, a coin envelope or something, have a little fabric flip in there. You know, I have a few ideas roaming around in my head anyway. Oh, Brat decided to come visit. There we go. So yeah, the pages are blank right now, and there's that other page. And then the other half of the doily, which opens this way. And then that, and then I added this lace at the bottom here as a pocket, and then that's the back. And the paper is shorter, of course, than, this is an old green file folder that I have. And I just added some dictionary page down at the bottom, but I kind of like the ratty kind of look at the bottom there. It's very cool. And I wanted to show you this. It's not a document, but it's a very old, it says regulations for the disposal of household refuse. So, and Montrose Avenue, well, that's not far from me, which I find so funny. I have the same name here, Montrose. But I thought I would incorporate it in here somehow. But it's nicely discolored and torn, and just love that look. So, and on the weekend, on Saturday, I went to my Leduc Ladies group, and I was just kind of working on a few things, and I made this. It's with Tim Holtz 12 by 12 cardstock, and I used my envelope punch board, and I made some envelopes, and then I just put them together, and there's 3 of them here, and this one is the big pocket inside. But we'll do something like that as well. That's a lot of fun and lots of space for ephemera. But I'd like to do a few pages in this book, if you don't mind, just to work on a few things, just so that I can get it done. And so I have here, I just have some fabrics. I wasn't sure what to do. And I have an envelope that I just cut down so it would fit inside. And then just some little extras. Stuff that had in my stash, and in these as well. These are from Tracy, my sister-in-law. And I've been wanting to use, as you know, using everything up. And this is a great way to do that. So I just thought I'd add a piece of fabric here. And you know, I don't have a system. I'm going to try and just add things to the front and go to the back, add some things to the back, and then come into the middle. We won't do it all today, of course, because it'll take a little while, but I just thought for today we could just relax and do some gluing, maybe some cutting, and yeah, just have a fun time with each other. And so if you want to craft with me, grab your project, whatever you're working on. If you're starting a new project, grab that, and then we'll just kind of craft together. It's quite chilly today. We have no sunshine to speak of today. We have had an exceptional week. Last week was just phenomenal for weather. Sunny and warm. It has just been wow. Yeah, so I'm just gonna add some paper. Just add some little elements that will hopefully enhance the look of the journal. You know, and then with this can be put here, and it can be a pocket, and then you can build on this piece if you want. You know, it's whatever is pleasing to your eye. Maybe I like that one better there. And I didn't ink anything. I didn't know. There was really no plan. It was just, I figured if I'm going to be in here, just turn on the camera and you guys can join me. Last week was kind of funny because when I posted my video of the lace, excuse me, trifold journal, like my days were all kind of wonky, so it went on Thursday instead of Friday, but you know, that's okay. I think this week will be back to normal again. I just left the top of it open. I didn't glue the top because I figure we might as well make use of the space that we have and make it a pocket. Just like that. So then I know that I'll just stick something there, and then I'll know that I need to make something for that pocket, just like that. So I'll put a couple things at the front, and then we'll go to the back and add a few things. I have this lovely stuff. I cut it down. It was actually a bag that I cut down, but I'd like to add it. I think it's probably a bit too wide. So let me just move that. Don't need it so wide. I want to be able to access it with stuff, and I'm just going to cut it. And I thought about doing some sewing and stuff, but I don't think I'll do any hand stitching on camera if I do any. I mean, you know how we are. We like to change our minds, and that's allowed. So I'm going to, oh, yeah, that's a little better. So if I have that side out, this is the non-cut side, I think. And then I'll just add it. And I like that it hangs out, and then it hangs at the bottom as well. I like that look. So I'm just going to turn it sideways. Put those there. Maybe they'll hold. We'll see. There we go. There we are. Just all right, and this tacky glue has been amazing. Like, it has been holding everything, so I'm very, very pleased with it. All my fabrics and the paper, everything, trims, it's been holding us. Like, yeah, it's been great. So there, and it just kind of hangs out. Like, that's a lovely look. I just need to trim that piece though at the back. Sorry, it looked like if it got caught on something, it would just completely tear. So there we go, just like that. Excuse me. So I'm going to take some file folder our next time and add in a really nice long tag, or you can do another skinny booklet and add it in there, and I'll round the corners. And if you're not comfortable with the holes, add some book page behind it. Like, put this onto some book page and then put it down and make it a pocket. That's an idea as well. And then we have our center. I'm just going to add an envelope, and I thought I have cut it down, so I'll need to close it up, but I just thought if I put it here, then it could be a flip out, but then on this side, if I glue it properly, then it could be a tuck spot, or you could have it open up here and have a long skinny tag in there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it on two sides right here and have a little tuck spot in there. So I'm just going to glue the two ends and then along the bottom as well to ensure that it stays there. I should have left my glue on the side. So we go. Have you been working on anything specific? Do you have any plans for this week? Have you entered any challenges? I mean, it seems like I haven't talked to you guys in a little while. So there we go. So glue at the top and bottom and along the edge. Just like that. Hopefully it'll work. Yep, there we go. And then you have this big pocket here as well that you can add goods into. And you can add, you know, some stuff there if you wanted to make it look pretty, and then you just add in your goods inside. And these are very old. I don't even remember where I got them from. If you recognize them and you know where they're from, can you just leave a comment and let me know? Because I can't remember. It's been quite a few years. So there's that. And I'm going to, I think I will add this here, but I'm going to keep it open as a tuck. So I'm just going to glue the two sides here. Just like that. Yes, yes. That's one thing I have to double check is where I'm gluing, just to make sure I don't glue the wrong side. If I did, well, it's not really the wrong side, it's just that I have to put something to make it so nothing falls out. Especially on the edge of a book, right this way. There we go. And then it's open in there. And that's just out of a little booklet that I got from, I think it was Your Creative Studios, or Your Creative Studio. So we'll just pop that in there. And then I have some dictionary paper here, and it's nice stuff because it's thicker. You know, most of them are like really, really thin stuff, and this is actually quite decent, a quite decent size. So I'm just going to tear it, oops, tear the white off. Lovely sound of tearing paper. All right, so I'm just gonna tear some down and then add it to the corner there. Just like that. Braden came for a surprise visit last night, rang the doorbell, and there he was. So that was such a wonderful surprise to see him. He said he took a walk and went to the gas station and bought himself some treats, so that was fun. And then he was freezing cold, so he came in and warmed up and then had a little visit, and then Tom took him back home again. So that was fun. It's nice that they live just up the street now instead of a long ways away. I just turned the book sideways so that I could put it here. Better than having my big head in the way. There we go. So that's very pretty. So then we have some flowers, maybe something like that. And then if you have birds, butterflies, anything can be added. Your Tim Holtz people, anything you want. Like if you set something down on the paper and you like it, add it. I think I like the idea of making an anything goes kind of journal. I don't know if that's a thing or not. Maybe you've made one, and that's just where you put a journal together and you put anything in it, like all your favorite things and just all of your likes. You add into a journal, and then you just make it your own, and with all your little pretties inside, whatever you like. And then that's a pocket right there, which is awesome. Can't go wrong with pockets. And then I have some fabric. Let's see here. Yeah, I just have some pieces, and they're just cut-offs of fabric that I found at the thrift store. But I just thought if we do a little, I don't know if I want to do a fabric flip. I haven't done a fabric flip in any of the journals for quite some time. This one feels kind of weird. It's kind of gritty on the back, if that makes sense. It's kind of rough. It feels like it had some type of glue on it, and then the glue was removed. So let's see. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that this time. I guess I just like the idea of excuse me, of fabrics in laces and stuff in journals. But when it comes to adding them, I'm a little unsure of how to do it. I don't know. Let's see. I don't want to cover up all that cute color. Have it peeking out. And I thought I would just go through it and add my pages like this kind of stuff, and then just go back and add a few extras. But I figure since we're together today, we might as well do a few extras just to get myself started anyway. And then if you're interested in doing a tall journal as well, that it gives you a place to start with some ideas too. And then I'll just, I have ephemera made, so I'll go through my stuff and then find some ephemera, and I'll have to make some long tags and stuff like that. But I think this is a great start to doing this little lovely project. Hopefully it's made sense and I'm not all over the place. Sometimes I feel that way, like I'm going back and forth, but let's see. Let's bring it. There we go. But you know me and pockets. Every page is going to have a pocket if I can do it. We'll see how thick it's going to get. But yeah, like the book page, music page, whatever, it just adds a little something to it all. This is just an old Tim Holtz card that I have. And I'm thinking, where's our long pocket we made with that? There it is. This document might be able to go inside as well, as long as it fits. It's a little too wide for there, so I'm going to need to have a pocket that goes from the bottom. So let's see about this back one. It's from the glue, right? So I'll have to make its own little pocket, because I don't think I can trim it down. I can probably trim a bit down on the sides, but I don't want to compromise the top and the bottom of it. But that's okay. I mean, we just come up with ideas and just do what we can, right? So that stuff's too. I want to put something there so I know that that's a pocket and something has to go inside of it. So then on this page, I mean, you can put a fabric pocket here if you want. You can do, let's do that. I have this velvety kind of stuff. I'm just going to, let me turn it around. These are the stitch sides right here, but if I, let's turn it around. Huh. So if I do that, and you don't have to have it stuck out if you don't want to. I mean, I like the lace that sticks out. I'm just gonna cut it up. And I'll keep the stitched edge at the top, and then I don't have to fold it over and stitch it for to have an edge on it. And then I'll just cut the bottom there. I just kind of lay it on the page and then measure, and then I make a cut. So then that can go right there, and that'll be a nice pocket too. Oh yeah, that's pretty. All right, so let's start the glue where it needs to be. It's easier to put glue on the paper than it is on the fabric. There we go, just like that. Oh yeah, and it's a thicker fabric, which is awesome. There. Well, that's pretty. And then you can put some ephemera pieces inside, just like that. Oh yeah, love that. That actually turned out very sweet. And you can stamp on these. You can do spatter paint. You can do anything that you want. You know, and then inside, like with the other one, I said you could put a pocket in there. Let me, I'm just going to grab one of these papers that we have. I'm just going to just move that aside. I'm going to make a tube. I know I didn't cut the edges off yet, but I'm just going to check something here. Oops, that's a little crooked. But see, this is how the ideas, they just come. There's no, I never have, well, I shouldn't say I never have a plan. Sometimes there is a plan. And then I just go with it. I'm just going to make this a little thinner. Just like that. I'm going to cut off the white from the top. Use your cutter if you want to use your cutter. I'm just gauging my height. Like, it's okay for width. And then, but I just thought, let's, you know what? I don't even think I'm going to cut off the bottom. I'm going to fold it up and I'm going to make it a pocket. And why not? Right, so I'm just going to cut off this little strip of white. The other one doesn't matter because it's inside and you won't ever see it because it's going to be a part of the flap underneath. But this one, there we go. All right, so then that's the top. And then I'm just gonna make this a pocket, and I'll straighten out the edges. But you're getting to see firsthand how my mind works when I'm crafting. Like sometimes I'll get an idea and then really I just go with it. So just cut that off so it's straight, just like that. And then I'll just unfold it and I'm going to glue. I'm just going to pop glue down the edge of the inside folded piece. Just like that. And then I'm going to add glue to this edge, and that will ensure that it stays closed. And then just fold it over. Just like that. So then you have a tube. And then when this one gets folded over, you can add a divot in here if you want, so that you know it's a pocket or not. And I'm going to add glue, or you could leave it open and you could have 1, 2, 3 pockets. But I think I'm going to glue this one closed. No, I'm not. Sorry. The back and forth decision making. Yeah, I like the idea of an extra pocket. You know, pockets are lovely. Every pocket. There we go. So let's see if we have anything that's going to fit. So there's the one pocket, that's the pocket in the back. And then this pocket inside the front. And what's nice is they're layered. So you have your layers and then you can have a tag coming out of that pocket. So let's bring back our journal. And then I'm going to add it here. The top I will put a little divot in. Just put them both together. Try and get as centered as you can. Like if you're, it doesn't have to be completely perfect, obviously, because, I mean, why? It's handmade goodness. Get that out of there for a minute and let them dry. I'm just going to quickly ink it up. And you don't have to ink up the back because it's going to be glued down to your page. There we go. So I'm going to add it right here, just like that, and then that'll be tucked in there nicely. And the whole thing will get glued. I'm not going to leave the back of it open. I think 3 pockets is pretty reasonable for this one. Don't be too shocked. There we go. And I know I stuck it all over the place, so I need to watch with the holes that are in the doily. So I just turn it over and then, oh, I don't have one of my wipes handy. So I'll just use this paper, and it's just to take off that little bit of excess glue so that it doesn't glue itself to the next page. And there we are. There's that beautiful pocket we just made. So there's there, and then at the back, you just fit, there you are. And then the next time I'll make a tag to go into the top. But how pretty is that? What do you think? You just add a flower there. It would add bulk to it, so it'll be nice to add things that do not add a huge ton of bulk to the inside. All right, so that's what I have for you today. I really hope that you enjoyed that. So we just did a few things today. We added a lace little snippet there, and then our pocket with some book page there, and then our long lace pocket, which is shedding. And I showed you that, and then we put our big pocket here with the envelope. So we got some things to go into there, and then we made the bingo card a tuck spot, which is always lovely. Oops. And then this, I should add something there so you can see. That's our, and it's a fairly big tuck spot as well. So I can pop that in there, just like that. And then we have our pocket here that we added with the dictionary page. And then we have our fabric pocket with dictionary page. And then we have our little secret pocket in there. And then I'll find something to go in there. And if I don't have anything in my stash, then we'll make something to go in like that. And then that back pocket right there. All right. Actually, I have all these little, they have to be cut down, but hey, let's try it. See what it fits. The colors match beautifully with it. So let's just add it in and see what happens. So thanks to all of you who have been sending me pictures of what you've been doing and what you've been working on. And I know there are a bunch of you who are doing the trifold journal, lace journal, so that is fun. I'm excited to see all the pictures from that. And there, we'll just have that inside there. And see, the holes do not, it's the glue that's kind of stuck, but the holes don't interfere with whatever you're putting inside, which is a real blessing. Okay, so that's what I have for you today. I really hope that you enjoy this kit, and I hope you've enjoyed what we've made with it. And that's her handle, Liz at the Paper Project. If you ever want to check her out, go check out her store. She has a couple of my journals are in there actually for sale, and I think she's got them on sale for a very good price. So go check that out. And I'll leave a link to her store in the description box. And you guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for being here. Thanks for subscribing and liking and all of your lovely comments. As you know, I answer each and every one. So if you have any questions, leave them below. Comments, please leave them below, or email me, whatever you'd like. You guys take care. God bless. Bye for now.